Right now, live at 5.
Coming up tonight, I talked to state officials about the dire need for water monitors across the state of Minnesota.
Plus, from Rainier to the North Shore to central St. Louis County, flooding is hitting the region hard. We'll show you the impacts. But first,
we are just hours away from the Minnesota fishing opener, and this year it's going to look a little bit different. I am here at Island Lake on how to adjust to the conditions of this year's opener.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. Finally, fishing opener eve is here. Minnesotans can hit the lakes tomorrow, but this year's opener is a bit unusual. A lot of our local lakes either still have a little ice on them or just saw ice out earlier this week. CBS 3's Duncan Goldberg joins us live from Island Lake. And Duncan, that's one of those lakes that just had some ice on it a few days ago.
Yeah, that's right, Briggs. Just a few days ago, Big Island Lake behind me had some ice on it. And that ice out date was just earlier this week. But now the water is looking as fantastic as ever. And that's great news for anglers who will be heading out tomorrow morning for the fishing opener. And that late ice out is a similar story at lakes all across the northern part of the state. Earlier this week, we took you to Pike Bay on Lake Vermilion, and it's open water there now. But just 3 weeks ago, there was still 26 inches of ice on the bay, and that late ice out impacts how fish behave. So anglers will want to take note, especially if you're trolling around lakes here in the Northland, which likely will still have active fish, but very cold water temperatures. The Minnesota DNR shared some advice for how to respond to that and still make it a successful weekend.
You might want to fish slow. You might want to fish shallower than you normally do. You look for those dark bottom bays. You look for moving water coming into a lake. Throughout northern Minnesota, those are kind of the things you're going to have to do.
And if you're curious, a lot of you have been sharing your favorite lakes ice out dates on the State Climatology Office's Facebook page. Pleasant Lake near Fayal Township coming in May 6th. That's also true for Shamrock Lake in Itasca County and Bailey's and Silver Lake in Virginia. Little Jessie Lake in Itasca County was May 8th. And all the way up in Ely, we have Eagles Nest Lake 3 on May 10th. And coming up at 6, I'll tell you more on how to prepare for the cold lake temperatures this weekend for the fishing opener. But either way, it seems like it's still going to be a good one with the water the way it is now.
Absolutely. And people looking forward to the sunshine that we're hopeful to see tomorrow. So a lot of things coming together to make for a good opener. All right, that's our Duncan Goldberg live out on Island Lake for us. Thanks, Duncan. If you're heading out on the lake this weekend, the DNR is urging everyone to stay safe on the boat. Since many of the lakes on northern Minnesota only saw ice outs just recently, the water in them is very cold, and hypothermia can come on very quickly if you fall in. They say the best way to protect yourself is to wear a life jacket.
The water is still very cold. Just went out on some lakes across the state. It's very, very cold still, so it need to take all the precautions necessary. Every year people fall into the water, into the cold water, and they survive because they are wearing a life jacket. It's very, very important.
The DNR says anglers must also have their fishing license with them at all times while they're on the water, and they urge everyone to check for regulations on their specific lake.
Get a synopsis book. If they don't understand regulations, make sure you check with your local bait shops or your local CO. Lastly, make sure you have something with you to measure your fish if you plan to harvest them.
Of course, you should also have a sober driver on the water if your group plans on drinking. The DNR says 30% of all fatal boating accidents in Minnesota involve alcohol. Clean, drain, dispose. That's the DNR's message to stop the spread of aquatic invasive species. 8% of Minnesota lakes are on the infested waters list. Anglers can do their part by knowing Minnesota's clean in, clean out laws. Step 1, clean all visible plants and species from the boat before leaving the access. Step 2, drain all your water equipment. And Step 3, dispose of any unwanted bait in the trash. Dumping bait into the water is illegal in Minnesota. DNR.
Invasive species can attach to boats and other equipment when we move them from one water body to another.
We'll have a link to the DNR's infested waters list on our website. As anglers get on the water, the Minnesota DNR is letting folks know about some changing regulations for northern pike. According to the agency, there is an overpopulation of small pike in the state. In most of Minnesota, anglers can keep 10 northern pike, but not more than 2 pike that are longer than 26 inches. Brad Parsons with the Minnesota's DNR fisheries section says the northern pike population is particularly high in northern Minnesota.
We have, in essence, an overabundance of little pike. So in recent years, we've changed our regulations where you can keep more of those little fish, and I really encourage people to go out and do that.
Parsons adds northern pike, particularly out of cold water, taste great, and he hopes anglers take advantage of the resources. Bait and tackle shops across the Northland are lively as anglers stock up tonight. Selling everything from fishing licenses to minnows, it's the busiest time of year for these shops. One man shopping at the Fisherman's Corner in Pike Lake says for many Minnesotans, getting out on the water is a tradition.
And it's just part of our culture. It's a big part of my family. Ever since I was a little kid, my dad would take our family, and now I get to pass that tradition on to my family.
And as Dave will show us in just a couple minutes, it looks like tomorrow's weather is going to be pretty nice for people looking to get out there. Well, this week's rainfall has led to high water levels on the North Shore and international border. It's a wild scene once again at the Cascade River tonight. Local photographer Brian Hansel took this video just south of Grand Marais today. MnDOT says they're monitoring the roads in that area, but added that Highway 61 traffic will stay open. And just south of there in Finland, the Baptism River is also flowing and flooding tonight. You can see just how fast the water is moving there. The east branch of that river causing this situation in Finland. You can see this four-wheel trail is completely washed out and people's yards are pooling with water. And flooding has also closed several roads across St. Louis County tonight. That includes a stretch of County Road 860 in New Independence Township, along with 3 Lakes Road. Roads in Fairbanks Township and Ness Township are also impacted. County officials say the roads will stay closed until the water goes down. You can report dangerous conditions by calling 911. Dave joins us now. A lot of those scenes are pretty spectacular along the North Shore, but as we know, very dangerous too.
Yeah, and we have 2 flavors of danger, frankly, to talk about tonight. The rain from the last 2 days really affected Minnesota, was moderate for Wisconsin, and skipped the UP. So we've got some fire and we've got some water to talk about. To the map we go, where we see that in Minnesota, especially along the Canadian border from International Falls to Crane Lake to Bike to Ely and beyond, we've got a flood warning because of that heavy rain. And then there are pockets of resistance around Scanlon. You have to be careful there. You can see a little green flood warning in that neck of the woods, and over towards Aiken. The Mississippi is always rambunctious this time of year. Now to the other extreme, the Upper Peninsula looking at a fire weather watch, near critical fire dangers here through the weekend. So for their fishing opener that starts on Sunday, be cautious if you're going to have a shore lunch. Tonight, we're looking at high pressure to try to keep it dry and sunny during the daylight hours. But that low pressure system just to our northwest might tickle us with a 30% shower chance on Saturday, but it should be sunny Sunday. Of course, showers will not stop anglers, and so if you're hitting the Minnesota opener Saturday, should be 70 with those sprinkles. Sunday for the UP opener, 65 and mostly sunny. And then come Monday, I think the sunshine will last. We talk about for how long in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, spring has sprung and it's time to hop on those ATVs. Which trails are open for the season? Coming up in City by City.
I'm Dr. Carly Edlund. I'm a pediatric hospitalist at St. Luke's. A pediatric hospitalist is a pediatric doctor who specializes in taking care of patients when they're in the hospital. My kids are pretty little. They like really anything we can do outside. Being a parent is really challenging, and you face questions every day that you had no idea were even going to be questions. Having kind of a fun and playful atmosphere is really important when you're working with kids, and to kind of help the kids feel a little bit more engaged and in control of what's going on around them, then they're able to have a better experience.
Dream it, build it, style it, Accessorize it and create your custom order for a Ford vehicle today. Plus, get an additional $500 bonus cash on top of all public offers and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery. For a limited time, get up to $1,500 retail order bonus cash on select vehicles. And thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
Hey, neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it.
Ah!
I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Whatever it is you're doing, you won't talk about it. Can't talk about it.
You know what you're doing is dangerous.
Nothing I can't handle. I get that it's personal, but maybe the pain that you think is driving you is actually blinding you.
I'm worried about you. You know about revenge? You're digging 2 graves.
I told you, I've got this.
The season finale, Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from the St. Louis River tonight, a spot that is sure to be very popular with anglers come tomorrow. Dave will be in with this week's fishing weekend forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look around the region. Spring cleanup in Biwabic and trails are open in Wisconsin. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off with another community encouraging citywide spring cleaning. Biwabic residents will have the chance to get rid of some household items this weekend. City workers will be out Monday morning at 7 a.m. picking up those items for disposal. Acceptable items include household appliances, furniture, demolition material, and yard compost. Mattresses, box springs, and TVs will not be taken. And next we head to Bayfield County, where the trails are officially open for the season. All ATV and UTV trails reopened this morning. Leaders with the County Forestry and Parks Department are urging riders to be aware and ride with caution. They say trail conditions are highly variable right now, as it's still early on in the spring. Maintenance crews will be out working, and riders are encouraged to report any hazards or damaged trails as soon as possible. We'll have a map of their trail system on our website. And we don't have to go too far to the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, where trails are also reopening this morning. While the trails are open, forest crews are also asking riders there to be aware and watch for damage or covered trails due to recent storms. They say the more careful riders are in the spring, the less they have to close for repairs in the summer. Remember to ride safe, protect the forest, and be prepared. We'll have more forest trail information on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, Minnesota leaders need help tracking the health of lakes statewide. A look at how you can help coming up.
Well, sunny in the 70s was awfully nice today compared to the way it's been the past couple of days. We can enjoy this sunshine guilt-free because we're running a rain surplus of 1.3 inches in Minnesota, but maybe not so guilt-free for the UP, where it's drying up for a threat to fire this weekend. We'll talk about if any precip's coming their way coming up after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hold on to your napkins, cheeseburger fans. DQ is taking taste buds for an all-out flavor ride with the new signature stack burger menu featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. Like the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 amazing premium sauces. And the spicy flamethrower stack burger with, oh, hello, jalapeno bacon. So tell your taste buds to buckle up and try the new DQ signature stack burger menu today. Get it delivered at DQ.com. DQ. Happy coffee tastes good.
Update your doors with 11% off at Menards. Whether you're adding extra security to your door or simply updating a new lever, Menards offers over 100 styles and 6 finish options of quick set lock sets, levers, handles, and deadbolts. Now all 11% off. Pick up a Larson Storm Door today and start enjoying the fresh air with a screen-away retractable screen. What are you waiting for? Larson Storm Doors are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It seems like everyone has an idea on how to spend Minnesota's $9 billion surplus.
But as educators, we know that one voice needs to be heard above all others: students. And yet, after decades of underfunding, they're the ones who have suffered the most. Increased class sizes,
diminishing mental health support,
and cuts to vital programs.
The time is now. Use your voice, Minnesota.
Tell your legislators to fully fund our schools.
Water levels here on Rainy Lake are high, and they might be getting even higher. How the community is responding coming up.
Coming up tonight, I talked to state officials about the dire need for water monitors across the state of Minnesota.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, here's a look at preliminary numbers from the 2-day rain system that came across. I say preliminary because it was more like a 2.5-day rain event. We did get some since midnight tonight, and National Weather Service should have those numbers updated by 6 p.m. But as we stand here at 5, 1.9 inches of rain for Hibbing, 1.6 in the Twin Ports up over the hill at Duluth International Airport, 1.3 in International Falls, and again, that may be a bigger number once we look at it at 6, enough to trigger those flood troubles up for folks there. Ashland, fairly close to an inch of rain in that neck of the woods, but crossing the border into Ironwood, Bessemer there, they didn't get much at all, and so this weekend, folks there face a threat of wildland fires, while the rest of us here in Minnesota, especially, are looking at flooding troubles to watch out for. So pick your poison if you're traveling today and be cautious on both counts. Now let's move on and take a look at some current conditions coming in from Duluth International Airport, where it is sunny and 73. What a break from those past 2 days. Southwesterly winds hitting 20 miles per hour. Relative humidity's down a bit at 38%, which hopefully will help ease the troubles towards Scanlon and Aitkin and up north where the flooding is a problem indeed. We'll try to evaporate some of that rain away. Barometric pressure is a little bit low at 29.84 inches of mercury technically, but it's still high enough to bring at least some sunshine to the region as higher pressure nudges in to take over for a couple of days. Current temperatures away from the lake in Minnesota, we're looking at 70s for the Mesabi Range and the Vermilion as well, Borderland 2, and even east central Minnesota. Cooler by the lake means some 40s up the North Shore and along the South Shore as well, but 79 Solon Springs, 78 Hayward, only 65 for Superior, 89 in Watersmeet. That's been one of the really summery spots in the past couple of days. Will they hold on to it tomorrow? There's a chance, and we'll show you the chance with our forecast here in a minute or two. But right now we've got the national picture, which shows last night's low now occluding, which means it's fading away. But there's still a threat for some showers tomorrow afternoon as this wraparound tries to work into our area. It's not really working into the region right now, staying just outside the border with North Dakota and Minnesota. But it could fill in again tomorrow afternoon. 30% chance for some showers as you are enjoying the Minnesota fishing opener. But then it does pull away the low itself and the higher pressure strengthens. So by Sunday, should be back towards the sunny side of life and will stay that way through Wednesday. Maybe late Wednesday through Friday is our next chance of rain, which we talk about in our 7-day forecast. We begin the process tonight in Minnesota, where the low temps should roughly go about 45 to 50 degrees beneath a partly cloudy sky. So tomorrow morning for Minnesota fishing opener, it should be clear to partly cloudy and dry. Low temps are going to be around 50, which we'll talk about after this look at the Wisconsin temperatures for tonight. They'll be around 50 as well with a partly cloudy sky. And now there's Minnesota. You start off around 50 in the morning. In the afternoon, you get 70s like Wisconsin and Michigan will be getting, 70 to 78, 30% afternoon shower chance. Shared with Minnesota, of course, with highs there near 70 for a lot of towns. Extended forecast. In Michigan, they go after the walleye on Sunday, 65 and sunny then, stays sunny through Tuesday, and then a chance for showers, breezes back by Wednesday, Brig, and maybe by then we're going to need those showers, just like the other week when we had about 4 or 5 sunny days and the fire danger went up. Then we knocked it down with rain, got a little too much of that. Now some folks face flood problems. It's one thing or another, isn't it?
I know, it really is. But hey, looking at Saturday, that fishing opener, I think a lot of people have to be pleased with that if they're heading out on the water.
A couple of sprinkles should not dampen the occasion.
Right? I know. I feel like some years it's extremely cold.
Very
you get the
true.
rain, you get the sun, you get all sorts of things in early May, mid-May.
Yes.
Thank you, Dave. Well, with more than 12,000 lakes and more than 92,000 miles of streams across Minnesota, it's hard to keep track of how healthy our waters are. But there's a way for you to get involved. CBS 3's Bo Fogel spoke with a Duluth woman who has been a water monitor for years, and she explains why that work is so important.
The land of 10,000 lakes is what Minnesota is known for, but in order to keep that reputation, the state needs your help.
We've got lakes and streams all across the state that need more folks monitoring them.
The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency says there is a critical need for more volunteers to track water clarity. Having more volunteers significantly helps the agency in tracking our natural waters for erosion and sedimentary levels.
We combine all of that to say, is this lake or stream meeting our state water quality standards? So without that information, we wouldn't be able to have such a greater understanding what's happening on our lakes and streams.
One avid water monitor, Beth Levine, has been monitoring Tisher Creek in Duluth for 15 years. After dealing with very low water levels last year, Levine says this year is looking very promising.
This year is much, much higher than last year. Last year was, by this time, the water was kind of a normal level. So this is more typical in the spring, that the water is up over the banks and very high.
It's something that takes less than 5 minutes, but can help state officials protect our natural waters for years to come.
I would encourage people to do it. It's easy to do.
Right now, there are just over 1,000 volunteers across the state, with most of them near the Twin Cities. If you're interested in becoming a water monitor, the MPCA will provide you with the necessary tools. We have a link to where you can sign up, as well as what streams and lakes need monitors on our website. Still to come, a local police department has secured funding for body cameras, but they want feedback from residents first. Hear Cloquet's plan next.
Lake RV is proud to provide our customers with the largest RV service facility in northern Wisconsin. With an enormous parts and accessories department and technicians with over 100 years of combined RV service experience, we'll keep you camping all season long. Lake RV, where reputation is everything.
What's better than having fast, reliable internet and Wi-Fi? How about having internet that's even faster than you pay for? According to the FCC, Mediacom download speeds are an average of 122% faster than advertised. 122%. So you get all the speed you need and then some, plus 99.99% network reliability and Wi-Fi that connects and protects your whole home. Not all internet is created equal. Mediacom gives you more.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You saw high commission investment products, right?
Nope, Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher Investments.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No. We structure our fees so we do better when clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
When it comes to your next home project, hit a grand slam with your home improvement company. Your home improvement company is Minnesota's MVP contractor. They're great about touching base throughout your project. They aced my window replacement job, and their service is so good you might get a little choked up. Your home improvement company is on deck and ready to step up to the plate. They're the clutch contractor in Twins territory, even if their owner is a bit of a knuckleball. Hey, I'm just spitballing here.
Here at Nicolay Law, we've been really fortunate to have people that have worked here for over a decade, to have people that are friends, to people that are family members, and that transfers over to a unique law firm, a law firm that wins for our clients because of that unique relationship, that connection, that dedication, that watching each other's back, and that everyone here wants to help each other, and more importantly, wants to help each other's clients.
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolay.
When building, you hire a team of specialists to ensure your house turns out exactly as you imagined. Major financial transitions like retirement deserve the same level of care and craftsmanship. At MPPL Financial, we assemble a diverse team of experts to develop a plan to ensure you only have to retire once. Call today for your free second opinion consultation so your retirement turns out exactly as you imagined. MPPL Financial. Answers to the most important questions of your life.
All of our competitors are getting better and better.
The stakes are getting high, and we need to elevate our game.
You put it out on that stage tonight.
The girl can't move like I can.
The man with the fan!
This show is all about execution, fierceness. You nailed that.
A new Come Dance With Me tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Democrats in Minnesota's Senate minority continue their push to pass abortion-related legislation. They're trying to force consideration of 9 abortion and health-related bills that the Republican majority has kept bottled up in committee. This stems from the leaked U.S. Supreme Court draft opinion that would overrule the Roe v. Wade decision. Democrats say they knew they lacked the votes to prevail yesterday, but they wanted to send a message to Minnesotans that they will fight to protect abortion while Republicans won't. The Cloquet Police Department is planning to gear up with body cameras, and they want your input. The department says it's accepting grant funding, which will allow them to implement the cameras. As part of the process, they're hosting 3 public hearings. The first one is set for Tuesday during the City Council meeting. That's when the department will present a draft of its body cam policy and ask for public feedback. If you'd like your voice to be heard but can't attend that meeting, you can call or email the department. We'll have that information on our website. And with more people out on the water this weekend or even cleaning up their yards with the nicer weather, Bemidji police are asking you to watch out for any signs of a missing woman who hasn't been seen since October. Nevaeh Kingbird is from the Bemidji area. New information shows she may have been wearing a red sweatshirt or a black zip-up when she went missing. Police and other groups have conducted many high-intensity searches in the area over the past 7 months, but they haven't found any signs of her. They're asking anyone with information to contact the Bemidji Police Department at the number on your screen. We also have it on our website, cbs3duluth.com.
On this Friday night, Congress launches an investigation into America's growing baby formula shortage. We talked to frustrated parents who said it took them weeks to find formula for their infants. Plus, the concern tonight in Texas as a massive manhunt is underway for an escaped inmate who stabbed a prison guard. And we go on the road with a love story for the ages. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. Don't fall behind in your child's routine care. Schedule a well child check today. Same-day appointments are available. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Hey, neighbor, you switched to T-Mobile home internet yet?
Trim your hedge.
It's $50 a month with no price hikes. Bam! It runs on T-Mobile's wireless 5G network. So all you gotta do is plug in one cord.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $50 a month. No price hikes, no hidden fees.
I did it. Oh! I switched to T-Mobile home internet, and I am loving it.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why didn't you tell me to switch earlier?
Now you can bring gorgeous, fresh, organic vegetables to your table in just 3 easy steps. Step 1, go to gardenmats.com. Step 2, use our garden planner to lay out your entire garden in order. Within days, garden mats are delivered from our factory right to your door. Step 3, lay the mats down according to your design and plant. After that, spend your summer trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com today.
Dude, great ride.
Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center.
My command center. The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. or order your next Chevy at your local dealership. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Grant. I am so excited to be waking up with you every weekday from 5 to 7 right here on CBS 3.
Wake up with Natalie and Peter on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we were talking all things fishing as Minnesota's fishing opener is tomorrow and the UP is on Sunday. Wisconsin's fishing opener was last weekend. The weather is looking great for tomorrow, but with the late ice out, experts are stressing the importance of boating safety to stay out of those frigid waters. And tonight at 6, as the threat of serious flooding continues in Koochiching County, we were near the international border today, whereas communities are coming together to help fight the threat of rising water. See just what they're facing tonight at 6. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.